All right, guys. This one is for my chefs out there. I know a lot of you guys you say you can't get lean, you can't stay lean because you're a chef and you're around food all the time. But as you know, you might not know, I'm a chef also, and I was able to get lean and stay lean pretty much the whole time I started working as a chef. So I got this is staying lean as a chef in a restaurant. The staying ripped as a chef in a restaurant setting is 100% doable, but it takes strategy, just like everything else in life. The long hours, the constant exposure to food, and unpredictable breaks can easily sabotage your fitness goals if you don't plan ahead or if you don't have a strategy. As far as training, set a non-negotiable training schedule. Lift minimum 3 to 4 times per week. Focus on compound movements, strength movements like squats, bench, rows, deadlifts, things of that nature. Um, Train before your shifts because after work, you'll most likely be super exhausted unless that's your only option. Unless that's your only option, please sleep earlier, wake up earlier, knock the workout out, and then you can go to work. Because with these long shifts, after work, we don't want to work out. Not if you don't have to. If you don't have to, do yourself that favor. Go to go to the gym earlier. Next, keep your workouts short. You don't need a 2 hour workout. You don't need an hour and a half, 30 to 45 minutes, an hour max of high intensity with progressive overload. Yeah, you don't need a 2 hour workout. There's no reason to even, whether you're a chef or not, 2 hour workout, there's no point. Trying to get lean, look good. We don't need 2 hour workouts. So if your schedule is really tight, do a full body schedule 3 times a week. And then once your schedule opens up a little bit more, you could do an upper, lower 4 times a week. That's pretty much golden. And when it's dead and you have an extra day, you could do an extra full body, arm day, mobility, cardio, hit, whatever. Next, prioritize high protein meals. As you know, protein is the building block of a muscle. Amino acids help build muscle, so prioritize high protein meals. Aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Cook in bulk on off days, like grilled chicken, steak, turkey, salmon, hard-boiled eggs, things like that. Any protein of your choice. Bring your own meals and snacks so you're not grazing on bread and fries. That is very important because a lot of the time, that little thing that we don't realize is what's really killing your gains. Because, oh, you're there, the French fries are there, some extra fries are laying there. You're like, oh, why not? You're hungry, you're cranky, you don't want to be there, things like that. And it's easy to reach over and get the fries, especially when it's easily accessible. In some places, you could make them for yourself. So when it's that easily accessible, it's easy for you to give in. What we want to do is not give in, despite the temptation. That's the main driver of what I'm saying. So examples of high protein snacks, Greek yogurt with fruit, jerky, protein bars, protein shakes, cottage cheese with fruit, honey, tuna pouches with rice, vegetables, things like that. Also, intermittent fasting helps manage your appetite. Also, you need to have discipline with tasting food because Can't avoid tasting food in a restaurant. It's pretty much part of the game. You have to taste to see what's the quality that's going out there is what the restaurant requires. So you're gonna taste the food. So keep the portion small, bite size. It's called the chef's bite rule. You taste it for quality, not for the calories. Also, me, when I do that, I track those as empty calories. Because when I'm trying to get lean, I don't play. If your station has frequent samplings like pastry, grill, pasta, appetizers, junk food, factor those calories into your total daily intake. Might sound crazy, might sound, oh, that's too much. No, it ain't. For your goals, it ain't too much. Believe me. So make it a habit to say no make it a habit to say no. Damn, what's up with this? Bro. Make it a habit to say no. Every time you say no, you're creating a strong habit. Next, smart eating while you're on the line. So while you're on the line, eat before your shift. So you're not starving halfway through. Eat nutrients dense foods. Eat nutrient dense foods. Vegetables, lean protein, good source of carbs. Eating nonsense will keep you hungry even after your shift, even during your shift. If you eat nonsense, with all this, like your cortisol's rising, you have to worry about tickets, things like that. All those calories that you ingest that you're not really aware of or mindful of are gonna add up. It don't matter. It's gonna add up. So focus on nutrient dense foods while you're on the line. And a job like that, when you need energy, believe me, eating healthy keeps you energized because the chefs out here, it ain't sweet. Keep a hydrating slash electrolyte drink nearby, like LMNT or water with sea salt, Gatorade, Powerade, whatever fancies you anywhere. Prep a high protein meal for your break so you're not reaching for junk. So yeah, you had a high protein meal beforehand. During your break, high protein meal. If you could create your meal, if you're able to prepare your own meals there, do that. Prioritize that. I don't care if there's extra, oh, there's an error, there's an extra whatever that stays there. It's not your problem. I'm trying to get lean and stay lean. Don't eat it. Leave it there. Give it to someone else or whatever they're going to do with it. It's not your problem. You don't need to feel guilty and eat it because it's there. Just because it's there doesn't mean you should eat it. Okay? Stay in a calorie deficit or maintenance. Use your maintenance calories as a baseline. Like mine is 2,600 usually. So if you're cutting, drop 250 to 500, or you can make up for that in your steps. We walk a lot, so keep an Apple Watch on so you can track your activity as close to accurate as possible. Trust me, the Apple Watch, man, is a game changer. Without it, your macros will be all over the place because you're not so sure how much activity you're doing. Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, whatever watch. If you're just maintaining the whip look, stay at maintenance and adjust your activity and shift the intensity. Pretty self-explanatory. Next, we got stress and sleep management. Restaurant life is so chaotic, and cortisol levels, stress hormone can lead to fat gain. We don't want that. So sleep 6 to 8 hours minimum. If you can, every time you can, please do it. Because again, especially when it's holidays and busy times, the action is nonstop. Those extra hours of sleep, you're gonna need it. You're gonna feel it if you don't get it. Use an eye mask, magnesium glycinate, or naps between double shifts. Me, so far, I want to use the naps. I haven't used the others, but yeah, believe me, an hour nap will go a long way. I was not a believer in naps, but now I am. Getting old. Try 10 minutes of stretching or breath work post shift, or just sit down in silence to wind down. That's what I like to do. When I get off work, I just sit down, pitch dead silent, nothing. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to recuperate so I could go home. Keep that in mind. Use your environment to your advantage. Yeah, so you're around food all the time, make healthy options. You're around food all the time, make healthy options. There's no reason for you to not make healthy options when you're around food all the time, to not eat it. And if you don't cook for your break, go to the nearest restaurant with the healthy option or bring it from your house to your job. It don't matter. It's not on their plate, it's on your plate. Yeah, you walk a lot and you stand a lot. So track your steps to know your non-exercise activity. You're neat. Also, lift heavy crates. When you lift heavy crates or prep ingredients with purpose, basically you could turn the work into mini movement. So if there's like cases of this, cases of that that you typically move around, you know, pretend like you're doing a regular lift because you are. It's a functional lift. So do the same. Keep your core tight and move it around safely. Like I said, I give myself lifting cues as I'm lifting these items. It keeps me injury free. Because you ever hear people at job, oh, they pulled their back, they pulled this, they pulled that, all because they don't carry the stuff right, or they forgot, or they don't know how to carry stuff right. Even my uncle, he pulled his back out when he was a mechanic. Till this day, still hasn't recovered from it. You see that lower back, and once you hit it, it's a wrap. Also, Americans have a lot of low back problems because most of the time we're sitting in a computer. So keep that in mind. Use any downtime to squeeze in mobility work, especially for your hips, your back, and your shoulders. Your hips easily could get hurt, your back, your shoulders, very sensible parts of your body. So use any downtime to squeeze in some mobility work, some stretch work, just to overall feel better. Your body will thank you for it. It is not as hard or as daunting as it looks. It is not as hard or daunting as it looks. That excuse of, oh, it's too hard, it's exactly that. It's an excuse. Because I'm a chef and I'm a personal trainer. People will tell you the two most exhausting jobs known around. And I still find time to stay lean. I still do. Just like everything, though, there's a method to everything. You just need the right system. And I could help you out with that. If you need my help, click the link in the description. We can talk, and I'll be happy to help you. Yep, so this is how to stay ripped as a chef in a restaurant. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Peace.